So best friends got each other's back. We used to cruise around with a bass to the max. Everyone in school while I was in the lab, cooking up some beats that would turn into tracks. High school chillin', I was on a mission. I had bigger dreams of being a musician. Teachers always talked but I couldn't seem to listen. I lived in a fantasy land, they called it fiction. But I was gonna be big one day, playing shows on the road to a sold out stage. Nobody really cared or believed I would make it anywhere close, I would fail and fade. But that's cool, I love that, cause any little doubt gives me energy back. And now, I'm in a place where I'm glad I never gave up on the dreams I had. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. Yeah, let's go. So if you want something big, you gotta swing fast, swing hard and commit. You might miss 10 times, but when you hit, just make sure that you get all of it, okay? People at the top took risks. Investing and testing is all that they did. It's not complicated, it just takes grit. So never give up, take a swing at it. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the Pick and Roll Podcast, episode 60. So, what is up, guys? I'm here with my guys.
Nine more shows.
I was waiting for someone. I was waiting for it. But I'm here with Coach Ed Gladney, Next Shift Randy, Blaze Radio, and Rio from the Just Fans Podcast. How's everyone doing?
Fantastic. All-Star weekend now. Super Bowl's over. Now it's All-Star weekend time. I can't wait.
It's All-Star weekend. We will be streaming that, guys. We'll be streaming Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. I know Rio said she's excited for Friday night. I know that for a fact. But, hey, I hate to bring this up, guys. I hate it, but we got to talk about it. For what happened today in Kansas City after the Super Bowl parade, there was a big, massive shooting. There was people that were injured, people that were hurt, people that were people who lost their lives. So it's just a terrible thing, and we just had to talk about it. So, yeah, prayers up to everyone over there. And, yeah, it's just the world we live in, guys. I'm sorry to bring it up, but
there's always someone that wants to shit on your parade. No pun intended. Like regularly, whether you're doing good, people are happy. There's always someone out there who wants to try to knock you down. And, yeah, prayers up to the families and everybody affected.
Yeah, I'm with you guys, man. It's just a sad thing to see, especially on a day – you're supposed to be celebrating, and one of the best Super Bowls that we've seen, for some time. And, for some fools to basically act up and, we don't know what, you ruin it for not just those they're celebrating, but all football fans and all sports fans in a sense. So.
Yeah, man, the fact that, we're all football fans and, we all understand that, we have our rivalries and this and that and the third, but in the end, we're all human and we all, cordial together at some point in time to just band as brothers. And at this point in time, We need to put our disapprovement of the team that won or didn't win aside and be there for Kansas City Chiefs fans. Obviously, one person has passed already, but 10 to 15 are injured in it, so could potentially go up to more. So just prayers to their families and to the Chiefs Kingdom. And know that you guys got people outside of the Chiefs Kingdom to help support.
I get so nervous anymore because of the way this BS is in America. Whenever there's a big event, and I hate this thought, and I don't want it in my head, but I even thought it during the Super Bowl when they were showing all the famous people and stuff. Is like, what if a bomb dropped on that and everyone there is gone? You know, you think I hate to think that, but crazy people in this world will pick a place where there's the most population or people gathered to make hell on earth. And that's all I really have to say.
Yeah, Mike, it's sad. I had to bring it up. Just prayers up to everybody, family, loved ones who were affected. All of our hearts are with you. And let's get into basketball talk because I got a very good question. Blaze and I were talking about this earlier. In your opinion, who's the most disappointing basketball player right now besides Jordan Poole? Because everyone in the group chat was basically going to say Jordan Poole. So,
it's a tough question. Because to me, there's different levels of disappointment. Is it a guy who was supposed to be decent and hardly ever scoring? Is it a guy who didn't reach the top level, who's a mediocre player? Like, that can be a disappointment, too. So, I don't know who you want to start with, Mitch. That's on you.
Hey, whoever wants to go first. I throw you the lob. Whoever wants to catch it and throw it down, go for it.
I'll go first.
Well, his boy Wemby does really good with alley-oop, so that's kidding.
Well, funny you mentioned it, 'cause that's actually my choice. So before the season started, he was in a lot of polls of, a top 25 NBA player before even setting foot on the court. He's not, I'll say he's playing terrible, but they touted him as his generational talent was going to change the Spurs. The worst team in the league. He's efficiency-wise, he's bottom 10, averaging about 18. Like I said, they put way too much hype on him, and it's a little disappointed he didn't deliver on all that hype, in my opinion.
I mean, he did have 10 blocks the other night.
Yeah.
30 and 10.
But he has a point guard that's out rebounding him on the Rockets. A 6'7" point guard.
Yeah, that's
Amen
crazy.
Thompson.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
averaging more rebounds than Wemby.
That's just crazy. Kind of reminds me of Mo Bamba not grabbing any rebounds. But, yeah, if anyone else has another player, that was a good one. I wouldn't have picked that one. So, Randy, we'll go with you next. Who do you have your most disappointing player besides Jordan Poole? Because no one's going to pick Jordan Poole.
I wanted to go with JP, but Mitch said no, so I'm going to go with somebody else. I'm going to say Jordan. I'm going to say Klay Thompson. Thompson is a different player than who he was before. At 33 years old, the 5-time All-Star is only averaging 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. This is a far cry from what he averaged last year at 21.9, 4 rebounds, and 2.4 assists. The biggest indicator of Thompson's struggles is the fact that it took the guy 14 games this year to get 20 points. So I think this year is a far cry that Klay Thompson is definitely taking a step back.
Oh, yeah. Those injuries, they caught up to him. As with anyone, the ACL tear and Achilles in, a 3-year span, I mean, that's tough for anyone to come back from.
Absolutely.
That was a good one. I wasn't even thinking that. And Blaze, I told you this before. I wanted Klay Thompson on this team.
Yeah, it's on my list. I'm a big believer of, especially a player who may be deteriorating a little more and into a new coaching system, a new team, a new system. Sometimes they can be rejuvenated. But, Klay's kind of fallen off, and it sucks to see that because I really he's one of the best pure shooters. He reminds me, his jumper, his form and stuff reminds me, not as good, but like the Ray Allen, like you're going to teach someone what a perfect jumper is. It's where your legs are spaced, how your arms come through, shoot at the top of your jump. And those two are like the perfect jumper. Like other people, like Reggie had a weird jumper. Klay throws it up sometimes. I mean, Steph will throw it up, even though he's the greatest shooter. But pure shooting, I think Klay and is definitely. It sucks to see him fall off. This is a tough question.
Yeah.
It really is. I'm still thinking on mine.
I had to do a little research, and
Yeah, I did too. Klay was second on my list, but I went. I wanted to go a different direction because not just struggling, but like not living up to expectations.
Now, I could easily pick James Harden but I'm happy that he's disappointing. He's definitely kind of like Clay. He's not elite like he used to be.
Right.
You see that team doing very well over there, but the days of him averaging a triple double along with Westbrook, they're gone. But I was going to say Harden, but that's for a different reason. I was going to say Ben Simmons.
That was going to be mine.
I'm not using him. He's only played 12 games. Now, I don't know why, but he's only played 12 games. And I looked, he had 11 points. He's averaging 8 rebounds. So he's doing what Ben Simmons would do, averaging low, but doing the assists and other stuff. So I didn't want to pick him either. I'm disappointed in LeBron because he cries all the time, but he's one of the greatest. So I am disappointed in him on a regular basis on his attitude, not his playing. He's still great.
Seriously.
I'm going to go with someone, and I picked Ben Simmons to be like a comeback player. I thought he was going to be rejuvenated this year, and we would see his talent finally come to fruition, and he's not.
Yeah.
I thought this guy was going to go from good to elite based on how he played in the playoffs last year, and more specifically in the finals. And it's not just because I collect his cards and I'm hoping he's going to do really well. And that's Michael Porter Jr. This kid has the talent to do everything. He's still averaging about what he did last year. He didn't take that leap. So like I said in the beginning, there's different levels of disappointment. It may be a player that's a rookie that's not doing as good as people thought, or someone who's elite but not playing elite, or not taking that next step. So I'm gonna say Michael Porter Jr. is my disappointment this year. But he's playing good.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be elite.
I thought he would be too.
I thought he'd take the next step this year after winning the championship, but nah.
Coach, how about you? Who's your most disappointing player of the
I'm going a different route than all you guys.
I like it.
LaMelo Ball, because he cannot stay on the court. Those injuries are really...
That was the rule, Coach. You can't use injuries. Mitch put that in the chat.
I didn't see it then. I'm sorry.
I would have picked that too.
That's me.
No, you're good. You're good.
Give me a minute. I'm going to think a little bit more.
Because that's the first thing I said when Mitch told me. I was like, well, if we count injuries, you can put a bunch of people up there for why they're not doing good because they're hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I could put up.
But I'd rather do like who on the court isn't performing the way we thought they could perform. And it is tough.
Right. It really is, because I was going to go with Ben Simmons, but he's been injured for, I don't know, has he really been injured?
That's what I mean. Is he injured?
Then I'll go with on the same team, a former team. Damn, what's his name? Who just went to the Lakers now?
Hayward?
No.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie.
Yeah.
Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, being that, it was high expectations for him it was his team. He was going to lead it. A lot of Nets fans were skeptical, but others were like, he's going to take it up. And basically you got traded and then you got released. And, you ended up going to the Lakers. Okay, fine. But, it's because you got released. So.
Yeah, that is a good one. I didn't even think of him.
I didn't even think of that either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who should I had Michael Porter Jr. on my list. I had Klay Thompson. I did not have Wembanyama because honestly, for a rookie, he hasn't reached his expectations, but he's still up there in rookie of the year along with Chet Holmgren. So honestly, for me, damn, you know what? Blaze, I hate to do this, but I'm agreeing with you. I'm going with Michael Porter Jr.
Hey,
it's like, huh?
You better not say me, Mitch the bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I'm no disappointment. I'm a legend.
Do you want me to pick you? I'll pick you.
That's where I thought you were about to go.
I did too, honestly.
I said I agree with you. I'm going with Michael Porter Jr. That was mine. That was like my third guy on my list.
Like always. Always got to one up me. I give someone a B. You give them a B plus. I give them a C. Just kidding.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
The only other one I saw on any list because I did research was Gobert, and I mean I don't even know what he's doing this year to judge whether he's been a disappointment or not. But
I
Well,
mean,
considering
Gobert,
what they gave up for him, and he's not playing up to those what they had to give up for him. Yeah, I could see why.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was going to be mine, but I went with Michael Porter Jr. So we just had the NBA trade deadline. So how do you think your teams have done since the trade deadline with the new players that they got? So I'm going to go with Rios here to start off.
Well, we got no ones. There's no sense.
I know, that's why I went with you. I know, that's why I went with you.
I mean, which was a little surprising. I would have liked to see them get a big man for this season. I like the Adams pickup, but he's not going to be ready till next year. And so I'd like to see them get, a backup big that can play when Sengun has to sit. That and Van Fleet going down kind of hurts because we don't really have an experienced point guard. You have Amen Thompson, who's a 19-year-old trying to run the offense, and he's having its struggles because, again, he's 19. His body's not NBA ready, and he's not a good shooter. But he does the other things really well, kind of like Ben Simmons almost. He's a great rebounder, great defender, he's a great assister. He get you a steal when you need it. He does the other things well. It's just the scoring and just being a floor general is just not there yet.
Yep. All right. Blaze, how do you feel about our Sixers after the trade deadline?
I mean, part of me wants to say to be determined because we haven't seen them play with Embiid yet for when he comes back. And me and Mitch have had a lot of these discussions already. We sacrificed guys that did not have a really big ceiling, in my opinion. But Beverly was a hometown favorite. Everyone in Philly loved him, so people were bitching about that. Losing those guys. But if you really sit down and look at the performance of Cam and Buddy, they're balling. They're balling right now. They're holding the net up because a lot of fans were saying, hey, chalk it up for this year, wait for next year because Embiid ain't going to be around. And those dudes come in here and they're like, we're going to ball out and try to keep us afloat. And I don't know. I'm still TBD because I want to see him play with Embiid. I'm excited about the possibility, and I think they made good moves. I said about Houston last week, I believe, that the team's already exceeding expectations, so why shake the tree? It's not really horrible they didn't pick stuff up, but and they're super young too. But I'm with you, Mitch. I know you're probably going to say it. I kind of wish we would have grabbed the big guy. I didn't realize how damn amazing
that was the guy I wanted.
I was just going to say, he took the words out of my mouth. I would have liked to see them get a big guy to help back up, but now Reed and your boy Mo Bamba have to step up.
Hey, I agree with you on that. But Randy, how about your Raptors? I mean, the Raptors got a lot of players there.
Yeah, Maxi's been on a bit of a struggle right now. Only shooting 32% from three, and from the field 41 when he was shooting 53 and 47 respectively. So that was expected. But other than that, Kelly Olynyk's been really nice. Big that can stretch and kind of gives Scotty Barnes some minutes off the fourth spot when they put him there. But we just finished playing the Spurs and got our butts whooped by 23. We didn't even score 100. Wemby just murdered everybody. He had 10 blocks. I think it was 16 rebounds and 27 points. Just went to town on a. It was bad, and so bad that Scotty Barnes left the court with about I want to say about 14 seconds left in the fourth. And it caught the eye of a lot of people, including the announcers, so much so that the head office is apparently taking him aside and going to discipline him accordingly. So I don't know if that means minutes tonight versus the Pacers is going to be affected, or if he'll be benched for the first little bit as a friendly reminder that you win as a team, you lose as a team, you don't leave the floor. So that was interesting. But other than that, Pascal makes his return home. Probably the last time we'll see him until next year. So that's exciting. But Ochai Agbaji, I could see why they were willing to give him up, even though he was a high lottery pick just a couple of years ago. shoots it from three quite often, and not with great pleasure. He misses quite often. But his defense, man, his defense is really nice. Quick kid, versatile, can move quick, lateral, you name it. So I know we're going to be a bottom team. I doubt we'll even get to play in. I'm kind of looking forward to the draft, if anything, this year. I'm going to be watching March Madness. Pretty crazy.
So you're a bottom, huh?
The bottom team, yes.
Had to pause you on that one. I agree with your assessment. I definitely agree with your assessment. What's up, Jamar?
What's up, Jamar? How's it going, man? So I'm gonna go, then I'm gonna have Coach go after me, so that way we have a Knicks topic right after this, so we can just go right in. So with the Sixers, right? I've been with Buddy Hield. I wanted him ever since he came out of Oklahoma. I wanted this guy so bad. He was shooting.
You wanted him real bad, huh, Mitch?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Pause.
Don't make me bring Naughty Blaze out.
Pause. Pause. But yeah, it's just his shooting ability now. It's something we needed when someone like Embiid is on the floor. You need someone with that space and campaign. If we get the campaign from Phoenix Suns days, we're locked and loaded. I love his guy. I love this guy. I love his playmaking ability, everything that he has. And there are Sixers fans still mad that we gave up Beverly. They're still mad about that. Like, okay, enough with that. But yeah. So, Coach, how do you feel about your Knicks after the trade deadline?
It's hard to say right now. Kind of to feed off a little bit of what Blaze said, you really don't have the full team. You're losing guys left and right now. I mean, even DiVincenzo, we don't know if he's playing because of the hamstring. But if I just focus in on those two, they're still feeling their way out, trying to find out how to play in the system. Defense. Burks is, he knows, but, he's still trying to fill in. They're both averaging about 13. I think Bogdanovich is about 13 and Burks is 13 and a half, points per game. I think Bogdanovich has played a total over the 2 games, 55 minutes, while Burks is 37 minutes over the 2 games. So, Tibbs is using more of Bogdanovich, but I also understand because you're down a lot of bigs. So, him trying to fit him in, it's going to take time. I do see their roles. Once you get guys back, I do see where their roles are going to fit in, and they're going to fit in fine as long as they're producing, but I mean, it's still to be determined. I'm still waiting, but a lot of it is also, your guys, your bigs. I mean, I think against Houston, Jericho Sims had just came back. Against Indiana. He was out, with an illness. So, and then we literally were down our 3 bigs. So you had Achua and Taj Gibson, and then this last game, Jericho Sims came back, but, it was him and Taj Gibson, at the 5 spot. So it's, you're still working it out, and I do see, their potential inclusion once you start getting some of the other guys back. So, but again, that's really what it boils back. I'm waiting until after the All-Star break to really start to see, if Mitchell, they said he's supposed to start being able to do on-court work, so that means you're going to be ramping it up. Julius, how long, and then OG, that's the question because he just had surgery to clear out his elbow. So that's right now. That's about 3 weeks. So but it's going to take some time, and that's what I have to wait for because right now it's not looking good.
Yeah, it's not. We're gonna get into the Knicks filing an appeal in a minute.
Mitch,
That
you
was the
broke
fact.
my Nightbot. You broke my Nightbot. Sorry, Wally.
What
it's not
happened
me.
to yours?
Mitch broke my Nightbot, you prick. Jealous of my Nightbot. You broke it. Sabotage.
Hey, hold on. Stream
Yeah,
Elements. Thank you for letting me know so we subscribe. Thank you to Steam Elements. Whatever happened to that thing? I was like, Blaze, what happened to that?
I don't know. It was working 2 days ago, but
Oh, now it's my fault. All right, just like everything else.
Blaine
Yeah.
Mitch is now trending worldwide.
There it is. Do you see the Knicks slaying the Celtics in the playoffs with their acquisition search?
You need everyone back to even have
Yeah.
have to sniff a chance with the Celtics. I mean,
And
right now the
healthy.
way it's
And healthy.
yeah, I need everyone back healthy and building some sense of rhythm and developing some semblance of continuity, because right now, if we were to play the Celtics right now, no, we're gonna get bent over the rails. You know, and that's the truth.
You know,
We really are. So, you know, we're not even ready for, you know, the Sixers. We're not ready for Cleveland. We're not ready for Milwaukee, let alone the Celtics. We're just not. I mean, Miami, I don't think we're ready for these teams right now as constructed right now, tonight.
Mm.
You know, and if we lose DiVincenzo, then that's going to make it even worse. You know, so, you know, but against the Celtics, no.
What about March 27th against the Raptors? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, if we had no, let's be real. If we have 8 guys, hell no. I'm not gonna lie to you, because we know Tibbs. He'll play 7-8 guys and then that's it. Even though you have other bodies on your roster, he'll only play 7 to 8 guys. So.
All right.
Blame
Oz.
Mitch.
What's the spam? Blame Mitch in the chat. Just spam it. I don't even care. But yeah. But Coach, you and I were talking about this before everyone joined, and that's how your New York Knicks filed an appeal or a protest against the ref. So and against the Rockets. So if you want to explain that.
Well, against the Rockets, game was tied, and it was a mad scramble, and I don't know the player. Rios, you can tell me who the player was who shot the ball. And Holiday was shooting the ball, and you know he was really just throwing it up, and Brunson was coming out contesting. Ball was released, and then you know there was contact, and they called a foul. And after the fact, you know, the crew chief acknowledged that the foul should not have been called. So what are the Knicks going to do? You file a protest with the league. Now, there have been plenty of protests before. Most of them, you know, the league just lets it stand, you know. But if the Knicks were to win, you know, one article I read was they're just going to pick up and go to overtime, you know, whenever both teams have the free time, to go to overtime and continue to play the game out. So, you know, as a Knicks fan, of course, you know, that's what I want because I don't want the loss. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not expecting the league to grant the Knicks the appeal, because you also set a precedent and everyone else is going to be following suit.
Exactly. Good point.
Yeah.
You know, especially against referees, because referees, they make bad calls. We all know that. We hate it. You know, every last one of us has had a situation where a referee has blown a call, maybe even cost us a game. And this is one with the Knicks. Do I think it's going to happen? Do I think we're going to win? You know, the league might admit, yeah, it was a mistake, but, you know, the game stands as is. So, and that's pretty much
I was
it.
reading somewhere, Coach, that I think only 6 have always been turned over. That's it.
So, and that tells you in the history of the NBA. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's not a good look for the Knicks. You know, right now in my mind, I've moved past this game. I really have. If we get the you know appeal, if we win it, and they say you know you can go back and finish out the you know play it into overtime because basically that's where you were headed, then you know okay fine, let's lace it up and let's see and you go from there. But you know if the Knicks start getting players back, you know do you include them into the game? I mean you know if it's later in the season, I just I think it's too many moving parts for me. So I can't
Yeah.
see.
Fair.
I can't see the Knicks really. I mean, I can't see the league, letting the Knicks, even if they agree, I can't see them doing that because again, like I said, what type of precedent is this setting, and then what are the moving parts,
Yeah.
So.
No, I agree with
To
Coach.
me-
It's too many variables. Like, because the
Mhm.
same players might be out, whenever they do have a chance to play. And again, like
Mhm.
Coach said, it sets a precedent. Every team is going to start doing this if they approve it. And like, this is just a bad look.
It's good that they have that process in play in case there is something, but it should be rare. It should be very rare that someone does protest, and even rare that they get one overturned. But
Yeah.
I'm happy they have the process.
Mhm.
Wait, Blaze, are we trusting the process again?
No, we're done with the process. It's the campaign now. I told you.
As a Rockets fan, we've had plenty of games where we got screwed by the refs. But you're upset for the game, but then you move on to the next one because you can't do anything about it. It happens. It's human error.
Yep.
It sucks, but
People are human.
it happens.
I mean, hey, Blaze is a huge supporter of the refs, so don't blame the refs in front of Blaze.
No, but Mitch, I've always said too, in reality, I don't like when someone always blames the ref or they only blame a ref when their team loses. They make mistakes. They're human beings. They make mistakes. They're human beings. And when they do, they should be held accountable if it's egregious, and heaven forbid, it costs a team a game. And I've been in games that I've played where I've gotten fouled at the end and it wasn't called and shit. And I want to punch the damn ref. But I've been raised right to respect the referees, that they're there to keep the game within the rules as best they can. But yes, they make mistakes.
Big time. So, it is what it is. I mean, and to be honest, that's all sports. You can name a sport where the referees, the game officials miss a call, and what happens? Everyone is going crazy.
Yep.
But it is. That's the part of the game that personally, though, I don't want to see ever taken out. That's the
human element. It's the human element of the game.
And I'm gonna say I've also officiated basketball games and football games, and it's tough. It's tough, I mean, you try to play, you try to let the game play out. You're a human being. Sometimes you're saying you try not to anticipate, but there are times when you are anticipating something happening. And oh no, it didn't happen, and it catches you. It catches you, and you start to possibly miss something else. So it's not easy. And everyone who ever complains, I always say this: go do it yourself. Go ref a game. Go ref a game.
The most unrewarding job in sports.
Yes. Yes.
But it needs to be there. I mean,
Yes.
They're trying, and we're not talking about high school or even college or we're talking about the professional, the best referees in the world, whether you like how they call it or not. And yes, they make mistakes. These are the best that do it.
Look, and there's one other thing that most people don't take into consideration. Players try to influence the referee. They try to influence the referees
more now than ever. Thank you, Coach.
And yes, some referees will fall for it, and some referees will not. So, and that's the reality. Because look, if I can get away with it, look, how many times have you seen guys point in the other direction and they just touch the damn ball, and we're like, come on, you, deep down inside, you're like, yo, just be honest. Yep. But those days are long gone. Because when I was in high school, when you foul, you turn to the table, you raise your hand, you show your number. That's what you don't do that anymore.
No, and if the ref steps up and tries to defend himself, then he's the asshole for trying to defend it. That's my call. Stick by it. Game on.
Look, you have a lot of things. You have technology inclusive in it. You have enough elements to try and get it as close to perfect as possible. But they do the replays. They reverse it. The refs, they can go over and see, well, I guess I did miss it. Let's reverse it. They do it in football. They do it in basketball. And we should be glad they have that element, because then we'd really be complaining more.
Or We'll all be Philly halftime, just yelling at the ref.
Love you to halftime. Woo, ran on.
All right. There's just one team that's catching my eye right now, and it's not in a good
Ooh.
way. It's the Milwaukee Bucks. What is going on over there with Milwaukee?
I called it with Doc Rivers.
As Eastern
Oh.
Conference team fans, we can't be mad at it, though, right?
I called it.
We
Adrian
all
Griffin
called
had-
it.
Adrian Griffin held them accountable, made them work hard. They didn't want that. They want the buddy coach. Look at him now.
It does really seem like it's Doc.
I thought that after that second win, they were, all right, maybe they're starting. And then what happened last night? And I was just like, oh, okay.
That was just a blowout. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, what the hell is going on here?
Play the game.
But
It's how you
hey,
play the game. But
yeah.
it's not just Doc, in my opinion, though. It's Dame Lillard. He's not having his best year. Yes, he's an all-star. Yes, he's a starter. But you look at his stats compared to the other years, it's not his best year. So maybe it doesn't work out. I don't know. They are missing Drew Holiday. They let him go to try to get Dame, and look at Drew over in Boston right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn. That perimeter defense in Boston is scary. You got Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and you got Tatum there. And then you put Horford. Like, oh my God. It's just like,
Tatum
wow.
scored over 30 last night, but he had his 128th game scoring over 30. Like, that's just crazy in 7 years.
Dame, yeah. It's crazy, but they're not going to fire Glenn Rivers, are they? I hope not.
Oh my, what?
Hey, you never know.
You can't.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay,
leave.
then yay!
You didn't lose the team.
Because if you do that,
Uh-huh.
you like Randy just said, you're going to lose the team, but you're also not going to get another quality coach who's going to go there.
Mhm.
You're
This
just not.
late in the season. And they're paying 3 coaches right now. Do you want to pay a 4th one as well that's not there?
That's
I
a good
mean,
point, too.
Would Giannis want to ask out, request out? If I were Giannis and I see this,
Well, this is his fault. He wanted Griffin out. He got his wishes, so he made his bed. He's asleep in it.
You can ask, but that doesn't mean they have to honor. Because didn't he just re-up or extend or something like that?
I believe Giannis did, yeah.
So, he extended. You have Dame for another 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
So 2 or 3 years. So nope. You made your bed, you lie in it. You were dancing with the pretty girl last night at the club while you were drinking, but now you come home and you wake up the next day and she's a beast. Oh, you gotta deal with it, bro.
In there.
You gotta deal with it.
And beer goggles are real, bro.
Exactly. So
In 2003, he signed a 3-year, $186 million contract. So he's got a player option 27.
Yeah, so well, there you go. So you can ask him. No, I'm not going to do anything. So, but wait a minute. And speaking on that, what the hell were they doing to his brother last night to get an 8-second whatever
Backcourt, yeah.
8-second call? I'm sitting there. I'm like, what? Why are y'all keeping the ball? Just get the ball up court. Screw all that.
And why are you running ISO plays from? Are you kidding me? That's not God. He's like running ISO plays for his brother. Like, come on now.
I told you Doc Rivers is now an ISO coach. He's now an isolation guy. I said this like a while ago. We were talking about legacies.
And that's the funny thing, because Doc Rivers came up not playing like that when he was with Atlanta, and you had Spud Webb, you had Dominique Wilkins, even Tree Rollins. I mean, Kevin Willis. I mean, that you knew how to play. So even when he played with the Knicks, when he came to the Knicks that one time before he got hurt, you understood how to. And it's like, now you just want to play iso ball. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's just funny to me.
We got a word in the chat. We got a war in the chat over whether OKC sucks or not. RQ, hold your ground, bro.
It's
I love
Arku, JJ Sports Coverage, and Daniel. Hey, keep doing it.
I'm
Keep doing
like
it.
quietly watching and listening to it. I'm like, wow, they're going at it, man. Like,
Love
this
it,
is
love
nice.
They are, and it's on my chat. But I just gotta say this though. Whatever with the Bucks, they're not getting out of the second round right now. They're not
I
getting
don't think
out.
that was if you got out the first round at this rate.
Wait,
I
wanna
think
look
they
at-
can.
I think they can. What are their standings like right now?
Well, if they keep following, they're not going to be playing the top 5
Well-
team. They're playing like a 5 or 6 seed at this rate.
The worst case, I think, if they drop, because the Knicks are dropping too.
They
Everything-
could potentially play the Heat. They could potentially play the Heat in the first
No,
round.
they're playing as of right now. They're playing the Pacers.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the Heat are
they're
gonna
not
get
getting
it.
out the first round.
They're not going to get away from
Too
it.
early
no.
to have playoff matchups. Come on, we're only halfway home.
Halfway there.
We got what, 30 games left? That's
Yeah.
more than halfway. That's more
Yeah.
to me. That's more than
A lot
halfway.
of
So
games. A lot can
I'm not
happen.
saying this. I'm not saying this. Not. You're right. You're right. It's
It's-
still 30
Like you
games.
said, you got players missing in your team, and Embiid's not there. Teams, lot of game left.
Hey, we got to talk about this weekend though, Blaze. I know
Yeah,
you're excited for it.
finally.
Let's talk about it. All right.
I do my little exercise first, Mitch.
Yes, go for
All
it.
right, so I was thinking about it last night because I couldn't sleep. I was up till like 3 a.m, and I was thinking, pick and roll. We got just like back here. We got the Suns, the Rockets, the Knicks, the Raptors, and me and Mitch are the Sixers. So really quick, I want to go around, take me out of the equation, and I think we can guess what TRL's pick is going to be. What I want you guys to do real quick is give me one player from your team to submit for the pick and roll starting all-star team. All right. So who are you nominating for the Houston, Rios? And I want to see if my list is what I think it's going to be.
Is it like current players,
Pick
former
one
players?
player that you want for us, our pick and roll 2024 all-star team right now. One player from the Rockets.
Sengun.
All right. Randy.
Fuck. Do I want to say what I want to say?
Read my mind, Randy. Read my mind. I already have 5 names down here.
Yeah, I'm torn between two guys. Shit. Fine. Okay, I'll go Vince Carter.
No, who's playing this year?
We're playing this year, bro.
For the 2024 All-Star team, pick a player from your current roster that you're nominating for the pick and roll starting 5.
Oh, easy. Scotty Barnes.
All right. Coach?
Taj Gibson. You already know who it's going to be.
I know. There's
There's
a reason. There's a reason for this. I'll get to it.
Julius,
Iceberg,
Julius
baby.
Randle.
is Jalen Brunson. Come
All right.
on.
Mitch?
Joel Embiid.
He's hurt. That can play in the All-Star game.
Maxi.
All right, and I would say that Kevin Durant would be TRL. So that's what I have. I have Maxey, Brunson, Barnes, Sengun, and Durant. It's kind of obvious who most of them should be. My question is, how would our starting 5 stack up against the East and West starting 5? Do you think our boys could compete?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got good guards. We got a big man in Durant. We got Sengun. We got Barnes, the power forward.
Who's on the West starting 5, first of all?
And then look what halftime just said. Trey Young.
West is
That's not your
So he's a
team.
Hawks
Halftime.
fan? He's a Hawks
West
fan.
is
then?
Durant, James, Jokic, Doncic, and SGA. I don't. That's not.
It's
those-
official. It's official. Philly halftime is now a Hawks fan because Blaze adds a player from your team, and halftime goes Trey
Yep.
Young. So he's a Hawks
a
fan.
See, Coach already shaking his head, and I agree with him. We'd have a hard time. Our pick and roll
Yeah.
5 would have a hard time with that
Yes.
5. What about
Yeah.
the Heat? I don't know who's replacing Embiid. We got Tatum, Giannis, Halliburton, and Lillard. I think we might be able to hang with them.
The East, yeah. The West, oh hell.
Yeah, West is
The West is
like
done.
the 5 of the best players in the game right now.
Yeah.
But I thought about that last night. I'm like, I wonder if we're all on the same wavelength, first of all. And I wondered how our starting 5 would compete against the other ones. We probably get crushed by the West. We could probably compete with the East.
God dang it, Leo.
Mitch Cassidy.
Should have picked me, Mitch. I'm the real all-star MVP starter. I am the Pick and Roll podcast. I'm here every week. I'm always here. And you diss me, Mitch. Fuck you, Mitch the bitch. I'm
I
out of
think
here.
the chat wants a timeout. This seems like they want a timeout.
Hey, hey, it's up to you. I didn't even hear he had to yell Trae Young at the up Don. It's okay. You're a Hawks fan now.
Well,
You're a Hawks fan.
Leave him alone. He has a man crush. That's his
Yeah, he
man
does.
crush.
He does.
Ew.
I'm going to take
Yeah.
Trae Young's hair and put it on halftime. I'll make Photoshop Trae Young's floppy doo on halftime's head.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Will Ferrell in Semi-Pro.
Yeah.
Ew.
Will Ferrell had better hair.
Triple
Yeah.
B, I'm really sad. Mitch broke my Nightbot.
Trae Young needs to let it go and just shave his head. Same with LeBron. Just let it go, guys. Just let it go.
Did they
Barkley
name
did it. Jordan did it. It's like, come on.
Did they name who's playing for MB?
Well,
No, not yet.
Didn't they bring up two?
They brought up Trae Young and Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
But
So-
neither of them are going to play center.
Well, there's no center
No.
per se.
Well,
Remember, so
neither of them are going to
3-4.
start. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Somebody else that was
No,
going
I'm
to
just saying somebody who was already there is probably just going to move up.
Yeah, that's my question was. So is it Mitchell, Maxey, Randall, Brunson,
Randall is
Brown,
out.
Banchero, or Adebayo? Would it be
Randall
Bam?
is out. Randall is out.
Adebayo.
Oh, that's right. Would it be Bam?
It's
More than
probably
likely.
gonna be
Bam
Bam.
didn't start the All-Star game. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Who's with? Oh yeah, that's If you a true player, I love it when you call you big coach. Hey, Nick. I love it.
I muted him for that just in time.
It's all right. I love it. Got me hyped.
Hey, I love that song too. Coach, whenever you're ready, just unmute. But yeah, let's talk about the All-Star weekend. I'm really excited, especially the the skills challenge thing.
Skills. We got skills, dunk, 3-point, and rising stars on Friday. And celebrity
Steph
game.
versus
Celebrity game.
Sabrina.
What's that?
And Steph versus Sabrina.
That's
that
right.
already
I'm
happened.
looking.
No, that
I'm
already
looking forward to that
happened.
one.
That already
Did it?
happened.
What?
It already happened. Sabrina won.
When did that happen?
It happened. I saw it on the thing. Sabrina was
Yeah,
holding the
that's
trophy,
fake. That
and I
was
said,
AI.
"No, they were shooting." Look, I saw
Maybe they
it.
were just practicing.
And- No, I
Really?
think it actually freaking happened.
Do you have the
I thought
picture
they
of
were
the
doing it at the
arena?
All-Star game.
Do you have the picture of the arena for All-Star Saturday? That's a crazy setup they have. I put it in the group chat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
That is crazy. Plus, you have
That
that TV
I dig it.
court.
That's interesting to me. That little TV court thing.
Do you think they're
I
going to
could
be a
just-
little like hesitant on jumping just in case like they're afraid it might crack or something? Obviously, it won't.
Nah,
but-
I think
no?
they got
Oh.
strong enough, like whatever's on top, they had to have tested it. I would guess they have already tested it out with people
Tested it
jumping
out.
on it.
'Kay.
And it could be like you know how you can see the stuff on a hockey ice and the paint's like
Yes.
way below it.
Yeah.
I mean
Yes.
that glass might be this thick before they have the actual TV screen. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
But there's so many possibilities they can do with that LED or whatever it is type of floor. I mean,
Yes.
I guess not.
like the 5-point mark, you know, when they make a 5-pointer or something on the skills or whatever, big explain. Just tons of. I got millions of ideas. I just hope they do some of it. What are you trying to do,
Same.
Mitch?
No, it's not that. That didn't
They didn't
happen. I
do
was
it?
looking up something else.
They didn't do it.
No, I don't think they did.
No, of course not.
It's on Saturday.
I want to see it. I want to see it. I don't want to miss it.
Mitch was
All right.
having wet dreams about Sabrina Ionescu. That's what happened.
That's
Apparently
a
Steph.
pause.
And apparently
That's
Steph.
All right, for the skill challenge, we got for the team Pacers, we got Tyrese Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, and Miles Turner.
Obvious.
For the top picks, you got Paolo Banchero, Anthony Edwards, and Victor Wembanyama. For the All-Stars, you got Scotty Barnes, Maxey, and Trae Young.
That's gonna be fun, man. That's gonna be fun. Now I wonder if the format's going to be the same as the previous years because sometimes they mix it up or have a different thing in the skill. We'll see because it's not. They go around, they throw the ball through the hoop. It's all. I like skills challenge. It's not my favorite of the events, but it's fun to watch because I like ball handling. I like to watch people, the point guards, see how agile they are. What type of pass are they going to throw into there to try to go through? And
All right, hold on, guys. JJ and Jay, enough is enough. I don't want to ban you. All right, guys, that's enough. So who do you guys got? Blaze, I'll start with you. Who do you got?
That's tough. I don't really want to go with Team Pacers.
Why is that even a thing?
Because it's in Indiana. They've done
in
that.
Indy.
They've done that a lot of years. The home team always
I forgot it was in Indiana.
Yeah.
I forgot it was in Indiana.
We got the All Stars, Scotty, because my boy Tyrese is in there, Maxi. That's why.
And halftime's boy, Trae Young.
Yeah.
All right, Randy, who you got?
I'm torn, man, because I'm a big Benedict Mathurin fan, but I gotta roll with my boy Scotty.
All right.
Yes, you want to show the graphic? I just dropped it in the chat if you want to.
Sure.
There's one page that shows everything. If you go to the pick and roll one, just click on that link because if you scroll down on that page, it shows you each event and who's in it.
Oh, I got you. Give me 1 second.
Graphics for each one. The dunk,
Perfect.
the shootout, everything.
Perfect. Where to go? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I just found it and I was like, cool, that has everything. So there's your first. There you go. Perfect.
Nice. So, Coach, who do you have here? Hold on. I gotta click on this, I think. Yep. Oh wait, nope. I'm just gonna stick with.
Yeah, just leave it. You can see them.
Wait a minute. Team top picks. Because you have the best player. You have the best player out of all of them, Anthony Edwards.
Facts.
It's just and Banachero is still no one to slouch with, and then that's Wemby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still with his size alone can be a factor. I'm going team top picks.
Cool.
All right. Rio, you're going with team top picks?
Yeah, just because of Ant. Only
So
because
you're
of
going-
Ant.
All right. You heard it here first. Rio is picking Wembanyama. There you go. So for me, I don't want to agree with Blaze on this one. Give me top picks. There you go. Give me top picks there. For the 3-point contest, I still don't understand why they knocked Tyrese Maxey out of this. I still don't know why.
He's not a lone wolf in that last one. Who'd Randy take?
I took Team All Stars.
Okay, he's with me at least. Okay.
Yeah, no. No one picked Pacers?
No one picked Watch the Pacers. Pacers team will win. Because we didn't pick them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, watch home court.
3-point contest. You got Malik B. So let me get this straight. Halliburton. Oh, I guess it's because it's in Indiana. Fine.
Yep.
That's such BS, though. Like, come on. And Trae Young is in both? Come on, man.
Well,
Wow.
those
You
are
got
two
Malik-
players that have good handle and they can shoot really well. So I understand.
Yeah,
I get where you're going with it. Get someone else an opportunity. Is that where you're going with it?
No, why would they just take Maxey out? That's just my question.
Oh, maybe Maxey said, I only want to be in one, and it's not the shootout. I don't know. It's not the it's not the shootout. I don't know.
All right. So Malik Beasley, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, Dame Lillard, Laurie Markkinen, Donovan Mitchell, Karl Anthony Towns, and Trae Young.
I could
Halftime,
think
we
of like
already
5
know you're
people.
going with Trae Young.
I got 5 people I'd probably put in this before I'd put Cat in there. I know he's a big guy that can shoot, but I could definitely find 5 more guys that I'd rather see in the 3-point shootout. But I know they're going to throw in a big guy because in the dynamic of having a big guy shoot threes.
You have Laurie Markkinen in there. That's a big guy.
Yeah, and he's a Kentucky guy, so I can't complain. But there's other names I'd rather see, but I get why. Same with Markkinen. I can see why.
Yeah. All right. So whoever wants to go first, you know what? I'll just go first. Screw it.
I know who I'm picking.
I know who I'm picking. Give me Tyrese Halliburton.
All right, good job. Good
All
job.
right. thinking. Coach, who do you got? Hey, my guy Charles is in the building. What is up, Charles?
I'm tempted to take the only New Yorker in there, and I'm not talking about Jalen Brunson. I was thinking about Donovan Mitchell, but I'm going Dame.
Okay. All right. Randy, what about you?
I'm taking the number 5 hottest 3-point shooter in the league right now, Malik Beasley.
Nice. Okay. Blaze?
44.9.
As soon as I saw the list, whether they're playing great right now or not, it's all about what they do that day. And I'm with Coach. Dame time on Saturday. It's Dame time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rio.
Watch it become 3 pounds. Watch. Fuck.
I'm gonna go Brunson.
There you go.
All right. I'm going with Tyrese because my Tyrese got booted out. So I want to go with Tyrese. Here we go. Slam dunk contest.
My
I know a lot of
favorite one
people are
the
sitting
weekend.
on this because there ain't no big names, but let's give them an
Jalen
opportunity.
Brown is considered a big name.
Well, there's not 6 big names like there used to be, or 8. So people are shitting on this, but I want to give these guys an opportunity to shine. This is their time. Give us something we haven't seen before.
I know who
Vary
I
it
want.
up.
I already know who I want.
Don't do the same alley-oop. Don't do the same jump over your boy dunks. Let's see some new shit. That's what I want.
All right. So, Blaze, I'm going to have you go first for this one.
I like Mac McClung, but I think he got his shine last year. Unless he pulls some really crazy shit out of it, I think Jacob Toppin's going to do some wild shit, and he's going to pull something out from that we haven't seen. So I'm going with Jacob Toppin, Kentucky.
All right. Rios.
I'm gonna go with Jacquez Jr.
Okay. Randy.
Yeah, I've seen him dunk, so I'm interested to see what he can do.
Yeah, me too.
I am going with Jaime Jaquez Jr. from
Yes,
UCLA, baby.
All right. Coach.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
It is kind of that way, bro. It really is.
Nah, I'm gonna go with Blaze and just go with Jacob. I mean, even though my something is telling me Jalen Brown, but I'm gonna go with Jacob Toppin.
I've seen Jacob when he was at Kentucky, and they do those midnight things, and they have their little dunk offs and stuff. He can do some crazy shit.
And don't forget, his brother won it, and his brother can give him insight into the dunk contest. So
I just hope they don't have a bunch of misses, because that takes out it just takes the air out of the building when they miss like 3, and then they got to make the 4th one, and it's anticlimactic. I really wish they'd bring back the old rules, but I love the dunk competition no matter what, man. This is gonna be fun.
For me, I'm going to be the lone wolf. Give me Mac McClung. I'm going for a repeat.
He has the trick. He has the tricks in his bag. I've seen the things he did last year. I've seen him do better.
So have
Plus,
I.
he's a little dude, so you got the Spud Webb effect. When they put that shit in slow motion, you're like, oh my goodness, look how high that son of a bitch got.
Right?
So he can do some crazy
I
shit.
don't care because I put
Are
in
they
the
going to
chat
do it on
the
that
picture.
floor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. And then East and West. Oh, I stopped sharing the screen.
It's on.
Who
there.
do you guys got? Yep.
I think we're all picking the West.
So this is the West. You got Booker, Curry, Davis, Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Karl Anthony Towns. For the East, you got Bam Adebayo, Paolo Banchero, Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey, Julius Randle, who's out. So, okay.
Here's the real question. The over-under is 363.5 points. Will it
Washington
be
is
over?
369.
Will it be over or will it be under? That's total score. I normally in these games would say take the over, but it looks like Vegas is kind of adjusted to what we normally get because there is not going to be any defense in this game. There'll be some
Here's the
one-on-one
starters.
stuff. And I guarantee they're going to score in the 160s. But will they get
People
the
miss a couple and
360s?
stuff, but yeah.
I'm gonna go with the over.
Dude, JJ, did you not hear Mitch to please stop that in the chat? I mean, just have respect for the guy running the show, please.
All right. Okay. Luca, this is the starters for the West. Luca, Katie, Shai, and LeBron and Jokic.
I love that. Even though
I love that lineup.
great lineup.
And then for the West, you got Giannis. Okay, they haven't updated it yet.
Mhm.
Embiid. No, Embiid's not playing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought you're right.
Tyrese Halliburton, Dame Lillard, and Tatum. So for me, who's just taking Embiid? Is it Bam?
Yeah, it's got to be. At
I
least to
think so.
start. I mean, they have other guys, but to start, I would think it'd be Bam. Who knows? I'm surprised they haven't announced it already.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going West. I'm going West. It's not fair. I'm good. Is everyone here going West?
I did.
It's anybody's ball
yeah.
game.
Really
No,
is.
I'll just go East.
Okay.
On paper, it looks like the West, talent-wise, but it's still a basketball game needs to be played. And these are the best players in the game. I mean, you're missing a couple injured guys, and it's going to be fun. I look for some alley-oops, some crazy stuff, some breakaways, hopefully some one-on-ones, people sizing each other up and telling everybody to step off. Let's play one-on-one, stuff like that. I don't know. I have a weird feeling I might miss the format from last year because at the end of every quarter, it got intense out there. And the quality of game picked up at the end of last year like it was a damn playoff game.
He likes your jersey
Nice
there.
tank top.
It's a jersey.
Show them
Uncultured
guns.
swine.
Show them guns, son. Show them guns, son.
I don't have guns. It's the Stackhouse, baby.
It doesn't matter. You still put it up. Even if it flails like Bugs Bunny.
Even if you
There
flex
you
in the
go.
opposite direction, still flex.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. All right, so that will conclude this episode of the Pick and Roll podcast. And
Oh, we're not going to talk about LeBron James going to the Suns or the Sixers?
Or the Warriors.
Or the Knicks.
Although I did hear that right before the trade deadline, the Warriors put in a legit offer to get him.
same with the Sixers.
And the Lakers told the Warriors to go to talk to his agent, and
Yeah.
basically
Like
they
Paul.
shut it down. But as they were, I think it was on Canty and Evan and Michelle on Unsportsmanlike, they were saying that just opens the door because the Lakers were saying they don't want to sit here and be the ones, it makes them look the bad guy, put it all on LeBron. But on the flip side, if he does ask for it, he could still, after 1 year, they can get pieces to bring back, and then you have a ready-made squad. So after that the chase that they would try and run, he can come back to LA. And because basically they were talking about what's his name? Who were the two young guys on what's his name? The 21-year-old from Jersey. He played in Jersey.
Lakers players, you mean?
No, on the Warriors. They're Wiggins and the other one.
Kuminga?
Kuminga, yeah. They were saying you can get those two and probably Chris Paul, and then because of the money filler, and then after the year, if they don't make it, LeBron can opt and then he can come back to the Lakers.
Just get ready. As soon as the Lakers are mathematically eliminated or they lose in the playoffs or the season's over, get ready for the LeBron circus because we've already heard it's all the offseason's going to be is will he leave? Will he stay? Unless he comes out and says he's staying, that's all they're going to talk about for a really long time.
Lord help us.
Just get ready. That's why I'm preparing myself mentally for it now.
Oh, God, man.
Thanks, Charles.
Okay, now
I
we
mean,
can-
I
what are
mean,
your
I'm getting
thoughts? What do you think? Do you want the Sixers to try to make a play for him next year? I don't
I don't
at
either.
all.
No.
But what are you going to give up to get him? Oh no, you mean
Well-
as a free agent?
Yeah,
As a
that
free-
and people are saying they cleared that they didn't do a lot of stuff with the cap during the trade deadline because they want to keep that $55 million to give Maxey the one max contract and then LeBron the other one possibly, and then draft Bronny.
I've been hearing Paul George.
I'd rather have him as a piece to the puzzle other than LeBron. As great as he is, I'm not knocking his greatness.
But at this
Circus,
stage,
I don't want that circus in
But
Philly.
all right. You don't want the circus, but you know, let's be honest though. It's about that ring. You
Yeah.
know, you could say it's about the circus and
There's
then
no
and
saying the
everything.
Sixers can't win it this year. They get all their guys
But
back.
if
they
you
can win it
have
this year.
LeBron, okay. But if you add LeBron to what you have,
Any team will be a contender if they have LeBron. I agree 100%.
Exactly.
I
And
agree 100%.
that's why I'm saying, is the circus worth it if you are making it to the finals?
That's just my opinion. I think don't rattle. I think we got a good thing going here. If Embiid can get healthy, ain't no reason. I mean, if things fall apart and Embiid's like, I want out and shit like that, maybe then let's restructure and maybe go for it. But at this point, if we get the whole team back, we have a chance to win it this year if everyone's
Look,
healthy.
as a
If
Knicks
everyone
fan,
comes back, then yes.
as a Knicks fan, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean,
You want to?
look. First of all, I love LeBron. He's built for New York. Let's be
True.
real. He is built. Let me preface this. I don't think he's coming here. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. But as a
Zion.
Knicks fan, would I
Donovan
want
Mitchell.
him? Would I want? No, wait a minute. Would I want him on this team? Yes. Because
Anything.
heck, I could put OG at the 2 and let LeBron be the small forward. And if you have Randall and give me Hartenstein at the center with Brunson, that 5 right there, you got good defense as well as the ability to play great offense. I take that. I take that chance.
You're right. I mean, I'm just saying.
I get it because you don't want the drama and everything that comes
Plus,
with
Bronny ain't ready, in my opinion. He ain't ready.
He's
He's not. He's not.
Who cares if he's ready? How many minutes do you think he's going to play a game, though? Honestly, and I think
No,
LeBron knows that.
The spectacle of being the first to play with your son. I would be the same way if I was LeBron. I would want to play with my son and make that history. I understand it 100%. I just think.
But as a fan, you don't want it on your team. I get it.
Yeah,
I understand where you're coming from.
That's just me.
I would say LeBron 6 years ago, yeah, definitely. But LeBron now, he doesn't guarantee you a championship. Let me look at the Lakers. Outside of the bubble ring that no one really cares about, he hasn't won one
and
since
as great as he is,
2016.
we're going to see him decline a little bit towards the end.
He's in the tournament.
But the
he's
thing
still
is,
top 5.
with your pieces, that's what I'm saying. Yes, he's not. I'm not saying he's the underwriting factor on the Philly team. No, it would be Embiid, but that would give him a big man. I'm sorry, better than Anthony Davis. Davis is more athletic.
The best big man LeBron
That
ever
would be-
played with.
Yes. And on the Knicks, with Brunson, if you had an OG, Randall and Hartenstein, or even Mitchell Robinson, I'm just saying those pieces, he doesn't have to, in a sense, be the number one right now. He could be a 1B. He really could. And it still gives him a great opportunity to chase the ring. So, and I'm just looking at those pieces, around him as the starters to really go out there and especially in the East,
You're
it's
telling me I'm getting Miami Heat, LeBron? I'm all for it.
I'm not even.
That's
talking
when I
that.
really loved him.
I'm not even talking that. I'll take LeBron right now on the Knicks because of what he also draws attention away from the other guy. LeBron would make Julius Randle it would elevate his game, and Brunson. Come on, man. And then you add in the OG. It just draws. It's like he draws the attention away. And then guess what? If you go and you focus on Brunson and you leave him open, or you put him down on the box and get a mismatch in the pick and roll with a Brunson, I'll take it.
Could he help Tobias Harris?
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, yes. You're
I think
laughing,
he
but
could.
yes,
No,
he
that's
honestly
a joke.
can.
I think he could. I think he could, honestly, but I still
There-
wouldn't
there-
want
Keep
him.
my name out your mouth, Mitch. You poked the bear, bro.
Hey, he's not playing tonight. No,
Ooh.
no, I think he's sick. I think he's sick, honestly. I don't know. There's like a whole bug going around with our team. Like, we got an injury bug, we got sick. Like, I don't know. I just don't know.
all the bugs.
Yeah.
It's coming out tonight.
All right. So on that note, guys, appreciate everyone tuning in to Pick and Roll Podcast episode number 60. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you all next week. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe to the Just Fans Podcast, Blaze Radio, Next Hit Randy, and Coach Ed Glandy. I'm Mitch Chofsky. And
Hey,
yes,
join
guys,
us Friday and Saturday for the Rising Stars game and the All-Star Weekend.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And Sunday.
Yep. And then join me in an hour. I think Blaze will pop in for the Sixers and Heat. So, a lot more basketball, guys. A lot more basketball to talk about. Yep, JJ Sports coverage. I'll talk to you. But that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
Very clever, Odds. Very clever.
I like that. On that note, we are out. Big.
Here's my bird. Yeah.